right, kiddos, here's our third video. I had a wonderful student willing to let us use their class link. So this is probably what yours looks familiar to. The most important thing that we need to make sure that you have is Google Classroom. If you do not have this, right above at the top, you'll see class link and it says App Library with the plus sign. Please click on that plus sign. Then from here, you're gonna click on the Schertz Cibolo Universal City ISD Library, and it gives all of these wonderful apps that we're allowed to use. So you can go in and type Google Classroom and see what it comes up and it'll bring it up. Now, since this student already has it, it is not gonna let me add it because they already have it. So that's the first thing we need for you to check. The next thing that's important for math is that you need to make sure you have your math textbook online available. And this student does not have it available. So we're gonna go back to the plus sign and we're gonna click on that plus sign. It's gonna bring us back to the app library and we will click in on our Schertz Cibolo Universal City ISD Library. Now on the second page, so we're gonna click on this number 2 down at the bottom left-hand corner. When we click on that right in the middle, so you'll see where it says my backpack, my school books, and then it says right here, my HRW. This is our online math textbook for 6th grade. And so we are gonna click add, and notice it put a little check mark, and at the top it says app added successfully. So that is back on our class link. So when we're done there in the upper right hand corner, click on the X and it brings us back to our main page for class link. So since it was the last app that we added, it is the very last one in our row. And so if we click on that, now this student has already let me play around, and so when you click on it, if it wasn't in here, it's gonna say hello and it'll say your name and it'll give you a little quick tutorial about how everything is gonna be set up. But when you get through that tutorial, you're gonna notice my progress reports. This is when you have grades have been scored. This is where it'll go, and only you can see your grades. Then you're gonna have my resources, and then my assignments. My assignments is gonna be the most important part because this is where you're gonna see your assignments for the week. Now, the next thing that I want you to make sure that you have checked first is in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see right now it says Literature for Texas 6th grade. We need you to go to Texas Go Math, grade 6. So make sure that you have clicked on this one, because once you've clicked on that, it brings up a whole new things of resources for you. It has your student online edition. So here's where your textbook is. Remember that red book? Yeah, I bet you really missed this, right? So here's our red book. To the left, it has all of our resources that comes with the textbook, our content. So if you can't remember something, we can go to the table of contents, all of that fun stuff that we've been missing. I know you're just really excited to get back to math. So that's our online textbook. Then if we go back to the main page, it says student edition and resources. So here's even all of these resources. Now these are not the same units as in our journal. So please don't associate. We have learned way more than 7 units, if you remember. Some of these are lumped together and we like to break them up into smaller ones because that helps you guys. So in unit 1, you'll notice that module 1, meaning lesson 1, is over integers. So as you click through, you'll notice what it is, and now we'll be very specific about modules, what lesson you need to go to, based upon what it is on the online source. So we will do our best to be clear on our directions. Now, if you notice, it has some real-world video to help you. If we were to click identifying integers and their opposites, look at up all this stuff that you get to do. Actually, this is just as an example. So if you're wanting practice problems, stuff like that, this is stuff that you get to do. So back at the home page, you'll notice my notebook. That's just for you to be able to take notes if you needed. So the main things that I need you to remember is 1, the My Assignments part. That's where we're gonna give you all of your assignments. 2, our Student Online Edition is for your textbook if you don't have your textbook at home. Another fantastic resource is your journal that we've been working on all year. I would definitely go to that to help you with your online assignments. If you're wondering how you did on your assignments, then that's when you go to My Progress Report and it will appear here. So this is your online textbook. As we have more to tell you, we will try our best to post videos. Make sure, again, here's your class link. If you're in class link, instructions and everything first will be in our Google Classroom. So please make sure you have access to that Google Classroom so that we are ready to go and that there's no issues. If you have problems with Google Classroom, let me know. Mine obviously was just having a problem, so I'm gonna make sure that's all ready to go by next week. We miss you guys and we'll get through this together. Have a great day.